Hi friends, it's Danielle. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Before I get into today's video, I just want to say, because it's the first chance I've had the opportunity to, say thank you so much for the love on the very first video of 2024. I was really nervous putting that out because, honestly, I've been a Vlogmas channel since I created this channel unintentionally, but it's just kind of how things happened. So to be given so much support on the first video as well as last week's Festival of the Arts video, that has been incredible. So I can't thank you all enough. I did put a thank you community post, and if you're subscribed, you should have hopefully seen that. So please let me know if that came through in your subscription box. And if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. It really helps me out. It not only shows you when I post a new video, which is every single Sunday, it tells me that you like the content that I'm putting out. So today, what I really want to talk about is something that is very special to me, very close to my heart, and it's about pet adoption. Now, my parents adopted pets pretty much since I was a kid, and even right before I was born. Our first three pets, which I grew up with a cat and a dog, they both came from the MSPCA up in Massachusetts. And then our cat Ariel, who just recently passed away, she lived to be 19, which is crazy. She also came from the MSPCA. And then lastly, their dog Sophia, she came from a local shelter in Virginia. So I always grew up with adopting pets, and I definitely believe that if you have the opportunity to do so, please consider adopting a pet, as long as you have the space and the means to do so, because you want to help give them a better life than they had before, either on the streets or stuck in the shelter. Both cats that, if you watch Vlogmas, you've seen both of them. This is Parker. Parker, say hello. Good boy. And then this is Junie. This is Junie. Okay, bye. Thank you for coming. Came from Orange County Animal Shelter in Orlando. They are amazing. I've had lots of friends who have adopted pets from there, both dogs and cats. They are a great organization. I cannot say enough good things about them. So there are a decent amount of shelters in this area, which is great. But if you do live near, if you know Orlando, if you live near like the Millennia area, Orange County Animal Shelter is great. So we lucked out with two of the bestest cats ever. Now I know everyone says that their pet is the best, but those two are amazing. I'm thankful that they don't jump on the counters. The highest they jump is the windowsill. They are good on the porch, but Junie's definitely better. Parker has tried to escape, but it's fine. But I just kind of want to talk about their origin stories today with you. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So Junie has been with us for, I think, a year and a half, almost 2 years. Time is flying. And she was actually adopted by my roommate Brittany. We were starting to work at home more, so we knew that us being home would allow a cat to get more acclimated. And then our thought was, by the time we go back to an office, she'll be fine. It'll be great. So Brittany was like, "Hey, I'm really considering adopting a cat. Are you okay with that?" I said, "Yes, of course, obviously." Love having pets around. So the next day, Junie came home, and she had actually just gotten to the shelter the day before. And that's one thing to know about pets. If you see the really cute ones online, go quickly, because we learned that with both Junie and Parker. Take a scroll online at the shelters, but most likely, if they seem like the perfect cat, everyone has the same thoughts. But Junie was 6 months old when we got her. She spent the first 3 days under the couch because she was terrified. We were able to kind of play with her under the couch. We had some toys that had the strings on on a stick, basically. And we were able to play with her that way to be like, we're friendly, like, this is fine. We noticed that she would basically only eat and go to the bathroom when we weren't there because we would wake up in the morning and be like, oh, okay. But she's back under the couch. But I'm going to insert some footage here of when she first came home, and look how small she was compared to how she is now. There's the kitty.
She's too comfortable back there.
Hopefully she'll come out soon.
Video evidence for your mama. Good girl.
Can I help you? Do I need to move? Is this yours? Got your tail in your mouth.
You can ask politely. You don't have to bite her butt. You see Santa? He's coming to Fort Lauderdale. He's coming soon. You better go to sleep.
She's just the best cat. I know they say that orange cats are bananas. She can be bananas, but she is just a good girl. One of the funniest things that we used to do when she was younger, not so much anymore, we would put those cat play videos that they have on YouTube up on the TV, and she would bat at the TV. If you have a bigger cat or even a kitten, you can also do that with an iPad. It's really cute just to watch them bat around. The cutest thing that she would do was if a bug went up behind, like it would go off screen, she would then look behind the TV to be like, hello, where did my little friend go? But I loved having her around. It's been great. One of the best things that she has was Brittany got her this box for her litter box, and it's like, we call it Junie's house. It keeps the smells out. It looks a lot better, especially if you're in an apartment and you don't have really good space in your bathroom for a litter box and you need to put it out in like the main room. It's great. Plus, it also acts as storage for all their other items, like the foods on top of there, extra litter, things like that. So love that little square house. Once Junie became acclimated, it was like she ran the house. she did so well. The only thing that we really had to teach her was to not eat the Christmas tree, because when the first time I brought her the Christmas tree, which was for Christmas in July, she was just eating the tree. And we were like, no, don't eat the tree. But if you have a cat, you probably have also at one point dealt with them eating the tree. She loves attention when she wants the attention. And when she doesn't want the attention, she's either hiding, or if you're petting her, she will have enough and then just bat and walk away. So she's very assertive, and we love her for that. And she's been perfectly healthy and just the cutest little baby. So Parker was similar situation where we saw him online. Actually, Brittany saw him online the morning of adoption day, because he was a 9-week-old kitten who came in with 2 of his siblings. And we got there at 10:15, 15 minutes after the shelter opened, and 2 of his siblings had already been adopted. So he was the last one in the bunch, and we fell in love. He was just the tiniest little bean. He doesn't have a tail, he has a little stub. They never knew why. I believe they told us that that's how he arrived at the shelter, was just with this little nub tail. So it was so cute. And the difference between adopting Junie, who was 6 months old, and adopting Parker, who was only 9 weeks, is that I actually didn't bring Parker home the day of the adoption. We had to wait a few days to make sure that no one claimed him as like a lost kitten, because that's very common with kittens. And then he also needed to be fixed and get his shots. So about 3 or 4 days later, they called and said, "All right, come pick him up." And I had a little bit of a freak out, being like, "Oh my gosh, I'm becoming a mother to a baby kitten."
You're sounding pretty good. How long has it been since you slept in a sleeping bag?
Several years.
Been a fun day.
It's been a lot of fun.
Puppy pop.
He has it back.
Sleep well and we'll see what's in there.
Jim's like, wait a minute.
Items and furniture items in the scene gets punished pretty badly. Cindy Buddy got 4,000 stones from
And it was a difficult transition for me personally, because the youngest I had dealt with before was 6 months, and a 6-month-old kitten knows a lot more than a 9-week-old kitten. The only thing he really knew how to do was use the litter box, which that blew my mind. I showed him the litter box once, and he was like, "Okay, cool." But other things like making sure he doesn't eat cords or eating lights, climbing up certain places, that had to be taught more than with Junie, where she mostly knew what to do. There were times where I didn't know if I made the right choice adopting such a little kitten, but he has grown to be the most cuddly, best little boy ever. It took them a while to like each other. We had to keep them separated for a while, and I definitely introduced them a little too soon, but eventually they have become pretty good friends. They do like each other. You can definitely tell that Parker looks up to Junie like a big sister, and Junie will sometimes be like, "Yeah, I like you, you're all right," or she'll just bop him on the head and walk away. Or they'll have little WWE SmackDowns because one or the other. It's funny, I've noticed lately that Parker is jealous of Junie's tail because he doesn't have one, and she'll just be wagging it, and he'll just like look back and forth and be like, "What is that? I want that." And then he'll go to bat it, and then she's like, "Nah, kid, no. Sorry, not sorry." I'm very happy that the two of them have become really good friends, because as we've gone on some trips, or if we're out of the house for a day, it's nice to know that they each have their own little buddy, own little friend, to keep each other entertained and not feel so alone. Sometimes I think Junie misses being an only child, but I think she's grown to love her little brother. And that is the adoption story of little Junie and Parker. Junie was named after Junie B. Jones, the character from the books. If you know, you know. And then you probably already guessed that Parker was named after Peter Parker from, you can see those posters back there. I know that when Parker first came into our lives, I was nervous, but couldn't have asked for a better set of little babies. So again, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want to learn more about Orange County Animal Services, this was not sponsored, but I will leave their website down below so you can check them out. And if you liked this video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It really helps me out. It pushes this video out to more viewers like you on the YouTube sphere, and I thank you so much for watching. And as always, I will see you next Sunday. Bye bye.